We've noticed a change in this, haven't we?
What's important, I think, for us to really look at is consumer behavior.
That's how we react as humans. We want it fast, we want it now.
And if you're still using the same marketing tactics, the same messaging, the same approach to that consumer from 10 years ago, you're missing out.
The consumer out there is thinking, there might be a better alternative.
We've found the institutions, we've brought them together in one place. And all of a sudden, you're instantly going in with 6, 7 offers, telling the person who wants to sell their house that I have 6, 7 offers right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are here with the Real Estate Consumer Shift, where we talk about all things that are happening in real estate, primarily with the consumer. I'm Jason Wells, and I got my buddy
Tim Evans. Wellsy, what's going on?
Hey.
What are we going to talk about today?
You know, we've been thinking and talking about some things lately around what is happening in the industry with our consumers and especially iBuyers.
Yeah.
First of all, what's an iBuyer?
Yeah. What do they do? Like,
You don't know
we hear a lot of rumors around there. What do people say?
Right.
What do real estate agents say?
Well, the iBuyers are those companies that you can go to online, put your information in, and then they'll buy your house, right? Like some of the names out there are Open Door, OfferPad, there's Orchard, Sunday, etc. Right? There's this other one that's really good called Highest Price. But there's all what it is a place for kind of a marketplace where people can go and get an offer. And what I have continually found is that agents, when they have low experience with these companies, the iBuyers suck. That's what they think.
We hear like they stink. They compete with me. They take my business.
They're going to take my business. Put me out of business.
Put me out of business. Steal my business. Take my customers. Absolutely shipwreck everything that I have. Right. And I think there's an understanding there. As we've watched this come through Phoenix and understand it, we have a different perception about all of the iBuyers.
Well, we've been through the stages of grief.
Right.
They showed up and it was like Pandalirium, oh my gosh, and depression, they're taking everything and they're the worst thing ever and I hate them and iBuyers suck.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
we've had those discussions back in the 16s and 17s,
Right.
2018, and then we started figuring out, these guys are actually pretty good.
Yeah, they actually weren't when they first were figuring out their own business model, right? I'll admit, they were offering, well below. They were like 20% below market value, 80-20. But there was this race amongst the iBuyers to figure out that model. There was even people don't know this, but one of the biggest real estate kind of companies in Europe is called Purple Bricks. And Purple Bricks is an iBuyer. And Purple Bricks came to the U.S. They were in Phoenix.
Yep.
Okay. And so over there in Europe, they had figured out this model. They had won, we'll call it the race to the bottom. How can we offer the most amount of money, do it on the lowest of our margin so that we're doing high volume, low margin was the business model. They had won that and they're dominant over there across the pond, as they say on that side.
Big pond.
Here, though, they got destroyed.
And it didn't work.
Not one bit.
And enter in and enter out. And everybody knows their story.
Correct. And their biggest thing was they were actually of the type that we're not going to work with the agent. We don't need the agent. We're going to push the agent out.
Big mistake.
And that was a big mistake. And the iBuyers here in the U.S., Open Door, OfferPad, Orchard, et cetera, right? Especially, like an OfferPad right now, they understand the power of working with us as agents.
100%. And that's the beauty behind it. It's sort of like, but there is like a premium. There's a little payout.
Oh,
Understand that. Was, just a story the other day. Wife drives a high performance car and she likes to
not just a high performance car, folks out there. It is this beautiful deep blue Charger. It is a thing of absolute
Daytona beauty. Package, yeah. She's going through her second childhood, at the age of 50 and whatnot, and so it's interesting. I know it takes a higher premium grade of gas, right? The 87 or the 92, or not the 87, but the 80. What is it? The 89 and the 92. 90. Yes, excuse me, and she puts 87 in it, and I can tell like the performance when I get in it is like. I get in and I like step on the gas a little bit and it's like, you put 87 in it. Like,
Tim's all excited for it to
like,
shoot off the line. And
she goes, well, I don't want to pay the 45 cents more to put the 89 in it. So that's why I put 87 in it. You drive it differently than I do, right? And I'm like, you're killing me, man. I only drive your car every now and then, and when I do want to just sort of just come off of a stop sign and beat the Tesla next to me,
right?
Which it never happens, but
it's not like you can even just take that and go to the gas station because you can't mix the new gas with the old gas.
No. But I was trying to explain to her like our business and what we do, and it's like, oh yeah, it makes sense. There is a little bit of a premium that you get, but what the result of it and the performance, and after the life of the customer, after the life of the transaction, you have a customer for life. Mm-hmm. We hear the stories. People are going through hardships for facing foreclosure. They need to move rather quickly, or a health issue, or children, or school.
They're
or
just
relocation.
busy in their life and they don't want to take the time for it.
Yeah,
right? Sometimes they're just busy and they don't want to deal with the whole moving, selling situation.
A bazillion stories out there that we hear and we come across, and where an offer makes sense, and just to take it go.
So let's understand it. So you have the business aspect, right? The iBuyer business aspect that's out there, and they're not in every state, they're not in every market. So some of our listeners out there, they've just heard about it. They haven't had to deal with it. The thing is, it's coming, right? There's an aspect of it coming, and the companies in business, if we just think about it, in business, a business only exists to service an area that fills a need.
Exactly.
And these iBuyers, $1 billion backed iBuyers, wouldn't have the $1 billion backing to be able to do their business if there wasn't some sort of demand out there from the consumer. And so what we must recognize and accept as agents is that they're not going anywhere. And they're not here to displace you. They're unlike Purple Bricks, which went the way of
in and out.
The dodo, right?
Right.
So what we've actually sat in rooms, Tim, you and I, we've actually sat in rooms with executives of some of these iBuyer companies, and they have looked us straight in the face and said, we need you guys as agents. We need the agents in the transaction. We have found that when our transactions have included an agent, not only does the transaction run smoother, but it's more profitable. Mm-hmm. And so all of their business models have an aspect now where they'll work with the agent. So those who adapt and begin to accept and find ways, how do I work with these companies? They're the ones who are going to take additional market share. Why? Because there are consumers out there going to them anyway. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist.
Put spot on. Couldn't say anything better. I mean, Jacob, our producer, young man. I'm just sitting here, and I'm just like, if I were to come into your home, sell your home, you wouldn't get on me or say if I had options of cash offers, I can sell it traditionally, but also I have different offers, right? Does a seller ever get mad at an agent when you bring them?
You're bringing me options.
You're bringing me different ways of selling my home. I'm get out. Just go.
Like Jacob, y'all can't see him. We'll get him on here one day. Jacob, would you rather have one option or 5 options?
I'll take the 5.
He'll take the 5.
Right.
Smart man.
I think that's for anybody out there looking, considering selling their home. They're wanting to look at options. Now, whether it fits or not, it's okay, but let them decide.
That's right.
You let them make that determination. You are bringing just the information to them.
Correct.
And
if you don't bring it to them, Tim, here's the deal. They're going to go get it anyway. If you think that they're not going to go out to these iBuyer websites and that they're not going to put their address in and that they're not going to start talking behind your back, you're crazy. They've, in lots of cases, they already gone and cheated on you and you just didn't know it happened.
Yeah. Hey, everybody listening, go just put your city in, sell my home in what city you live in.
Yeah,
go see what Google says about your business or what pops up in their SEO on how it ranks.
A bunch of agents about to be shocked that it doesn't say,
real
estate company. It's all cash buyer companies or cash offerings. Yes. That's the thing is that even if you're in a market, and because this plays out, you go and you Google that, you could be in Winnemucca. Shout out to Winnemucca. You could be in Winnemucca and put your stuff in there and it's still going to come back with anyone who's offering for a cash sale in Winnemucca. Those are going to be the first results.
Yeah. So that Winnemucca, if I said that right, is that
Winnemucca?
Winnemucca. All right. So I'm in Winnemucca, right? And as a home seller, I don't know, like I talked to my real estate agent 7-8 years ago. Haven't talked to him since. But I'd like, hey, selling my home in Winnemucca. And you don't show up as an agent, almost guaranteed. Many times you just don't, unless you're spending a lot of money in this arena.
And I mean, how much money could you really spend in Google at Winnemucca?
Yeah, Winnemucca. But
love you, Winnemucca.
Let's get back on track here. Winnemucca. But every cash offer company Google recognizes, and that's populating. So rather than what we're trying to say is, putting the 87 gas in it, step up your game, right?
That's right.
Put the premium, get the results, help that client with the options, the performance, and be able to drive with a little bit of power when you're sitting in front of that seller in that seat, right?
That's so good, Tim, because you in that case, you are the high performance car. And are you coming in operating high performance and like, here are all the options, let's match and mix and find what's actually going to be the best situation for you? Or are you coming in with the lower octane, little sluggish, and I'm not sure. Be prepared. That is what this industry is about now for us as agents, is the transparency. And when you don't, I guarantee you, when cash offers are out there available and you're not bringing them, you are creating an element of distrust within your consumer, because why are they not showing me these offers? Why are they not talking about it? Why? That transparency is what has caused the problems that got us into the NAR lawsuit. The lack of transparency, we can say that it was negotiable all day, but the reality is the consumer lacked transparency and fully understanding, whether we thought we explained it or not. The consumer felt that they did not have enough transparency in understanding how the fees were being paid.
And that's what sparked the little conversation on the side to start that whole suit. It was just started by a spark, and that's what that spark was the understanding and knowledge, and it ran its course.
Yep.
I totally 100% agree. So do agents get paid pretty nicely in transacting these things? So that's the other misunderstanding, right?
That is. And Tim, you and your team have done plenty of transactions. So I'm going to ask that question back to you. What does it look like when an agent works with an iBuyer? I mean, clearly the iBuyers, because they suck so bad, are out there to squeeze your commission and make it so you make nothing and you go away so that they can
screw you and take everything. Yeah, that's not the case at all. You get compensated from the iBuyer, and then there's also additional fees that you can, or additional incentive that you can have your seller pay as well on top of it. It's very open to what you can get paid. It's up to you what you can get paid.
So what you're saying is it's a negotiation.
It is a negotiation, exactly.
It is, and yet the iBuyers provide an incentive.
Right.
They'll do an extra % or an extra $1,500. There's even some right now that give the house back to you to list it. They'll take it, they'll close it.
Many of our
then they say, "Hey, you brought us the buyer with this. We need you to go out now and list it."
Right. So wouldn't it be nice if I'm an agent? Wouldn't it be nice to have 6, 7, 8 iBuyers that I could plug in an address and get an instant offer in seconds as an agent, and just have that right sitting in front of me in a platform?
Would that be so much simpler? Because every place you go, you get one.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice if there was just some place that in a second I could put in my seller's home, hit a button, and have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 offers populate?
That would be like hitting the 92 octane in your car.
Right. And you're driving and you're just beating everybody right out there, right?
But that'd be awesome if that exists.
But I think there is like a 92 or 94 or 96 octane vehicle out there, right? Or gas out there that we could put in that thing, right?
Put a little NOS in that sucker.
Yeah, and it's there. People don't. We're the best hid secret.
That's right. Because what you just proffered out there, it exists.
It exists, right?
With our platform at cashoffers.pro and highestprice.com, you can, in fact, when a consumer or you as the agent put in a property, you are going to get something like anywhere from 3 to at sometimes 9 offers or more on that property, all within, most of them within about 60 seconds, the rest within a day or two that come through. So now you have people setting out their offers right there to you, cash offers, different incentives in it as well. They've got things like, we'll buy your house, your next house, and then you can sell. We will fix the house up and give you all the upside. We will cash you out completely at market value. And then when agent, we want you to, there's all these different possibilities out there. And what we've done is we've gone and we've brought them all together so that it's in one spot. We said, who are the iBuyers who are playing? Let's bring them together in one place so you don't have to go one by one by
or
one.
I don't
by
know
one.
this, or I don't know how this works. Yeah, we put it all together for you,
Yeah.
and made it simple. And within a push of a button, you collect the information. It's right there, and that you can walk into Jacob's house, our producer here, and say, "Hey, Jacob, we have offers here. We just have solutions and offers. Take a look. You got a few minutes? Let's. They may work for you. They may not. If you don't like it, you can set it aside. No harm, no foul.
And what if the cash offers aren't the option they want to go? Could you put your own listing offer in there?
Yeah, that's yes. What a
Yes,
buyer
you can.
What a buyer might pay for it. What does that market look like? Would you like to explore that and what that kind of offer would look at? Right.
So it's not about just walking in with the cash offers and saying cash offers are the greatest thing. No, it's about bringing transparency to the consumer.
Yes.
It's about empowering you, the agent, with the options.
All within the
empowering
platform.
you with leverage, with the ability to have everything done for you, and you put your listing in there up against those. Most of the time, they're going to take your listing. That's just the truth of the matter. Most of the time, they'll take their listing. But there's other times they're going to say, "Hey, these iBuyers actually don't suck. I want to use the iBuyer
absolutely.
because the iBuyers don't suck."
What is that in that situation? You come in, you've never met somebody. Just say it could be a referral. Even they gave you a good endorsement, but you never met the person, or somebody picked up something on you out there, and you have the opportunity to sit in front of somebody. How to me, this is the quickest way to earn trust. So people will do business with people they trust. We hear that all the time, right? And how easy is it to build trust when you bring them options and offers on how to sell the home, possibly if it works for them? And at least you're bringing something to them other than coming in with, say, a listing presentation. So you're bringing something and you're having discussions in and around that. Do you think that trust and that conversation goes along pretty well?
Every time.
Yeah. Exactly. You're just bringing it into them. Let them decide, right? You're not saying, "Oh, this stinks."
You're
or this
empowering them.
no, exactly.
When you empower somebody in terms of giving them trust, and what they're asking from you, and they're expecting you to be like, "Oh, I'm so great, I can do it," and you then flip it and empower them, that actually elevates the amount of trust that they have in you.
Absolutely. And
Every time.
And here's the big piece about all this. I just want to say, we made this so it's quick, fast, easy, and you can market off of it.
That's correct.
That's the beauty behind it, is that you can take something, this utility tool that we've put together, this nice platform, and you can go out and generate more business, because that's what the consumer wants, right? They want choice.
They want choice. And so when they can look at it and they can say, "Look, here's 5 or 6 offers. I haven't even activated it on the market. Tim and his team just brought me 6 offers. Yes, there's one of them that's for them to list the property, but now I can choose. I have everything in front of me to make all the decisions I need to." There's a lot of confidence that consumer now has in you. That's that trust part. And they can now pick. They may pick the super convenient, like, I just want the cash and be done with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So this was a great podcast today. I hope you got a lot of information. I heard a great quote. I just want to share it. You know why a black belt is not a white belt?
No.
Because it didn't quit.
Hey.
So guys, don't quit. Don't give up. There's always good out there. Always strive. We have a saying on our wall, Jason.
Be better every day.
Be better every day. It's a very easy saying, but isn't it true? Be better every day.
Be better every day.
And don't quit. And great talent. What's the other quote? Great talent beats. I can't remember.
Talent beats luck.
Now I have to come back on that one. I screwed that up. So, anyways,
tune in next time.
Yeah, we're
tune in
gonna
next
cut it
time
off
for what
right there.
talent does.
I'll come back with that quote. Hey, guys, got to come back because I'll have that quote because it's a great quote. I heard that from Matt Ishba at UWM the other day, the owner of United Wholesale Mortgage, and it's how he based a 8,000 employee based business, does billions of dollars worth of work each year. So, anyways, stay tuned for that quote next week because I won't muck it up.
Thanks everybody for joining us.
Take
See
care.
you next time.
God bless.